Hi guys, I thought that I would show you the actual Palace page for the game against Millwall, the friendly, because it's easier for you to see the stats and to see who came on and off and the goals that they scored. That's an easier way for me to do it. So here is the game. Well, not here is the game. Here is the result and the my match opinion of the game. It was Palace 5, Millwall 4. So it was a high scoring game, and I actually thought it wasn't bad. I thought that we played very well in certain spells. Yes, defensively, especially set pieces, we need to keep working on that. We had a great problem with that last season. It looks as though things aren't quite gelling yet at the back, but this is just a pre-season friendly. Everyone's learning about new formations, and Patrick Vieira's learning about new players coming in. But there was a couple of good highlights, that I want to talk about a bit later on in the video. But if this is the first video you've seen from Palace to the Core podcast, Palace to the Core YouTube video, then do remember to subscribe so you can see more Crystal Palace news, views, and reviews. So here we go. So it was, first of all, it was Eze scored very early on. He scored in the 3rd minute, and it was a great pass by Zaha. Zaha, I think, played well today. I think he had a great game. He was passing very well, and he got into the box, squared it to Eze, who did a nice side-footed shot into the bottom corner of the goal. Very good indeed. It was it was it was okay, but then of course I think we got a little bit on top of ourselves, and Afobe came back. It was from a set piece, and they scored in 6 minutes. So it was kind of a bit. It was a bit like a tit for tat kind of game, really. We'd scored, and they'd scored, and it just went backwards and forwards like that. Millwall didn't play that badly. I thought they played okay. They were getting stuck in, and we were all getting stuck in. I think Ayew played well up front. He did try to be the person going forward and putting the crosses in and stuff like that. He tried to be penetrating at the front, and I think he worked out quite well again. I thought we had another good game. I think again he will be one of those players that Patrick Vieira relies on for certain games, and I think that he will eventually make a good contribution to the squad as he has done before. I think he might not have goals in him, but I think Patrick Vieira has other plans for him. Okay, other highlights. Well, I think that Eze had another very good game. He obviously scored the early goal, played very well. I thought that he was controlling the ball well. He was doing the little one-touch passes. He was getting forward and trying to create things. So I think he had a very good overall game, just like the game we did against Accrington Stanley. So this was the initial lineup. You had Gaeta in goal, Mitchell, Klein, Anderson, and Gehi, Schlupp and Eze, and Wilfred Zaha, Jordan Ayew, Will Hughes, and Jean-Philippe Mateta. I thought it wasn't a bad lineup. I thought that's a lineup that we've played many times last season, and I thought they actually did very well. I thought that the back four played well again. A little bit rusty at certain areas, but it's pre-season. You're not going to be expecting anything heroic or any major improvements in pre-season. They're getting fit, they're learning new tactics and stuff like that. So there's nothing to worry about. I thought the game went really well, and as you can see on the right hand side, Eze with his goal on 3 minutes. Then Jordan Ayew got a goal on 18 minutes, which was very good. I thought he took that goal quite well as well, and it's good to see him scoring. Hopefully next season he can find his shooting boots and score a few more for us. That would be very helpful indeed. And of course, as this is a pre-season friendly, there were lots of substitutions. Luca came on at 45 minutes, which I thought was a bit odd, but again, he's part of the team and he's got to play. I think I hope more than anyone else that he hits his form again. I don't think that's going to happen. Realistically speaking, I think maybe he's turned the corner now in terms of his form. I don't think he's going to be back to his best, but I hope that he does put in a decent performance when he plays. And Benteke came on and scored on 67 minutes. He came on just after him. Well, he scored just after he came on. Came on 62 minutes, scored on 67 minutes. I thought he was quite lively. Again, coming for the ball, getting the headers on. I thought it was a good performance by him overall. Edouard came on, didn't play too badly. And this is the first one, well, the first of the two, Malcolm Ebiowi came on for the second half, and I thought he played really well. I thought that he, considering he hasn't been at the club very long, considering he probably hasn't had much of a pre-season with us so far, I thought he played fairly well. I thought he was decent. I thought he was energetic. He tried to get involved. And I think he's going to be one to look for the future. I think he's going to continue to grow as he becomes part of the team. I thought he had a very good half indeed. Also, the other good one we saw, Nathan Ferguson, was not only in the squad, he came on at 45 minutes. Now, you'll notice he also was substituted on 77 minutes. He was substituted for Keelan Phillips. But don't panic. He didn't get injured. He was only supposed to play for a limited amount of time. I think they're really, really trying to ease him back in gently. And so he was actually due to be substituted. There wasn't an injury. There wasn't any kind of a problem. He was actually only meant to be playing for that short amount of time. Hopefully he's come through that unscathed and has got no residual problems from playing that. It's great to see him back on the pitch, and I really hope that he continues to go from strength to strength. We also had Rick Saki came on. He scored on the 82nd minute, and also Jake O'Brien scored on the 64th minute. He had a decent game as well. I thought he played really well. So we had a couple of young, we had quite a few young players on. Luke Plange played again. He came on at 63 minutes, and I thought that overall we didn't do too badly. Obviously we need to tighten up certain areas, but again, we had a lot of young players on. Patrick Vieira is just experimenting with who plays well with who, and in a friendly game, the score really doesn't matter. It's how individuals getting fitter and learning to play with each other and get into some kind of format for the rest of the team. So I thought it was a really good game. I actually really enjoyed it, even though it was 5-4. If that was a Premier League game, your nails would be down to the wick, and you'd be pulling your hair out. But it's a friendly game. It was really good, and so let me know down in the comments what you think about having Nathan Ferguson playing for a start. Also having Malcolm Ebiowi play. If you saw the game, do let me know in the comments what you thought about it, and also if you have any questions about the game, let me know down there as well. Thank you for joining me.